Guys, sorry about that. Gotta fix the camera. Fix the camera. Oh, we got the camera fixed. What's up? What's up, people? What's up? It's me, Crimson 60620, and it has been a fucking crazy few days, hasn't it? Um, One, the American presidential election still hasn't been called, which kind of expected because it's a fucking pandemic and most people are literally not want to come out the house to get a deadly disease. And yeah, yeah. It has been an interesting fucking time. It has been a very interesting fucking time. And I want to thank everybody for coming in today. And I try to do this a little bit differently, trying to change up some streams, listen to my supporters, be it those who support financially or those who support with content. And yeah, I got a new intro. If you was part of the Discord server, which you can actually find in the link down below, you can actually help me because like I'm always looking for fun little videos. And Wajita sent me that video, and it was actually pretty easy to cut up. And you always appreciate some George Carlin, don't you? Everyone always appreciates George Carlin. Um, Sorry that this I was a little bit late to the stream, but it was actually pretty good. And I'm trying to look for something right now. Shit. Yeah, okay, cool. Everything is working as it should. Um, and I know, stream. We want to get into the stream and actually have that conversation. And yeah, of course, I want to actually have that conversation about the stream. But let's just talk about a few things. In Oregon, you can get shrooms just like willy nilly. Like they've decriminalized a lot of places. Wants to get high. We have been going through a fucked up ass 4 years, and people have just been wanting to get high. And I know I don't partake in any drugs. If you want to count as poor food choices as drugs, but no, I don't partake in any drugs. But I can definitely understand why. Um, Shit. We They are looking to get rid of the prohibition against felons voting, which is also good. And like, yeah, um, instead of having and I know Kat brought this up in the Discord server that something to the kins of why do we have such punitive justice instead of rehabilitation? And taking this is a step. Like Florida did it first, and like the governor tried to roll back shit. And of course we have it in California. Um, it's sad that we saw a couple of ballot measures actually didn't pass like they should have. One start in California because we were already talking about that. Um, the Uber and Lyft drivers, Lyft can actually, not classify their drivers as employees, so that's sad and fucked up. What's another one? In Illinois, they voted down the constitutional amendment for a fair tax system, because in Illinois we have a flat tax. And to be honest with you, I live my bubble on the internet. I'm not gonna be ashamed to actually say it. I live my bubble on the internet, and of course, I know like flat taxes hurt people, but a lot of the stuff in traditional media like TV and shit actually was pushing a lot of fucking propaganda of no, no, that just means that they can raise taxes on you later, and it's like, dog, like that's not how that works. It's uh anyway. And there's a couple other things. Mississippi of all places, like, yo, we want to get high. We need to get high. We fucking need to get high. So yeah, that was actually cool. Um, and of course, we still don't know the results of the presidential election, which, again, like I said at the top of the show, isn't that bad. It's just that we knew the fucking orange man bad was gonna come out at like 10 o'clock and declare victory and say stop counting. That's why he was like hating on mail-in ballots and all this other good shit. But yeah. But it looks like Joe Biden is actually gonna pull off a win, not in some big huge margin, which is kind of frightening because when 58% of the country thinks that Trump has did a decent job, we have a fucking problem. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to the show. How's everybody doing? Um, let's bring this up. Bam. All right, so we're gonna be talking about fucking Bill Greathouse and SteveHoca. Um, I fucking love the thumbnail that I made for this shit. Here, let me see if I can actually get it. Pull it up. Photo. Mm, mm. Come on. Yep, there's it. Here it is. That's a fucking awesome photo. I fucking like that's a fucking awesome photo. I mean, like I'm bad, but Anyway, so where we last left off last time on True Forced Loneliness, two losers were talking about how they will never get a woman ever again. Oh, by the way, this is my new outfit for Lotus. I think it fits her perfectly. Before we actually get into the video, um, one thing that I want to actually do, and I want to actually thank my patrons, and I know I got to pass it by the other league, the other fuck clan members. I'm thinking about naming a few of our thralls, particularly the stronger ones, after Patreon members. So be looking out for that. If you're on my Patreon, please send me a message. Would you rather have a thrall named after you, or or a statue? I will put a statue out in your name where the statue would actually say, would actually have a plaque with your name as a Patreon. So I want to actually do that. Oh, Jill. Hello, Jill. My Sundre. How are you doing? How you doing, my Sundre? But yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to the fucking video.
Okay, actually, it was for today's date. He said something, and I'm going to rip it, and I want you to people to hear it because what David Icke talked about is what I've been saying forever to people, and he worded it so perfect because it's so true. Okay, through the churches, through the media.
I still can't get over the fact that this motherfucker has an iron cross on his fucking forehead. Like, he has a literal iron cross on his fucking forehead. That's not cool, dog. That's no. Fuck no. Dude, you like no. The fucking Nazi symbolism is a like you a bitch. Like, why the fuck do you have I'm tripping. I'm tripping. But let's continue.
Through everything that they've done,
Yeah.
basically, this is what you got. The people are at war amongst themselves,
Right.
while the upper echelon are pulling the strings.
Right.
We have no idea because we're fighting one another what's really going on at the top.
Well, you and I do. We know that
Well, yes,
there's a lot
but
of manipulation.
when we
the average person,
but when we go back to the clown world and
yeah,
apocalypse is on.
Okay, so again, like they are lit like Clown World, fucking Clown World. That shit, that bullshit of Clown World or Hell World. That okay, all right, fuck it, yeah. It was heavily used as a Nazi symbolism that I've seen. It they had it on their symbols, and maybe I'm wrong. Um, Wild Bill, like, dude, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I see them as I remember them having the Iron Cross. I know they had other symbolisms that they acquired from other cultures, of course. One of which is the swastika, the eagle of Zeus. So I know that they may have appropriated other symbols. And let's go ahead. Let me get one of my before we go off a little bit further. I'm gonna get Philip the round on one of my statues. So here.
Apocalypse. This is basically who he's talking about, which unfortunately is the majority, and it makes it hard because if you go out in public and you talk about what's going on with the war, like you mentioned 9/11, or we was to mention our troops are being used as pawns for gain for criminals, and that we are actually the terrorists. We're the ones invading their lands,
yeah,
not them invading ours. You're going to have all kinds of people mad at you because you're supposed to support your troops.
And like, okay, cool, great. Like, this is something I can agree with Bill on. Like, for real, I'm not throwing shades on him. Like, U.S. imperialism is a fucked up situation, and I can tell you this: we are literally creating our own enemies. We are creating our own enemies where we we trained the people that did fucking that planned 9/11, and that's not hyperbole. We trained the fucking oh, come on. Okay, let's do this. At least do that one. Put this out there for we train some of our biggest our our biggest enemies. We train. We back Saddam Hussein. We back the religious takeover of Iran. We back these motherfuckers. And it's not a stretch from him. But these whole super conspiracy that they just want to make the world lonely and sad and all that other good bullshit. Like, no, like, how? Like, Fuck, never attribute to malice what can easily be attributed to stupidity. But let's continue.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how this is hard for me. I meet a lot of nice guys that are former Iraq war vets in Iran and Afghanistan, and I of course we shake hands because we're both 4-year veterans. But I want to say it in a way that doesn't offend them, but I don't, because obviously as a veteran, you don't want to say, oh, I don't feel sorry for you people. But this I don't think we'll ever have a population that really understands, because Bill, it's like I told you before about get rich quick schemes. Why do they continue? Because there's a new sucker that's born every minute.
Well, that's exactly correct.
And that's the same concept of listening to your leaders. They're just, when a few people figure out, hey, we've been lied to, you got a new group of suckers that keep just getting sold into the bullshit. And
they do. And
Okay, cool. So if you want to be anti-authority, fuck, if you want to be this whole thing of I'm not gonna listen to you just because you told me to listen to you. Cool, I'm with that. Like, for real, I am so fucking with that. That shit like makes my penis hard. Like, for real, I am so with that shit that it's not gonna be. It's not one of those things where it's just like I don't fucking I don't disagree with that. But at some point, you literally have to. You literally have to say like, yo, what are we being contrary for? Are we being contrary for us just for one specific reason, or is it because we really think that somebody is doing something that they shouldn't be? If that's the thing, if you're just doing the shit just to own somebody, to like, the reason why so many people voted for Trump this time is to own the fucking libs. You're not being helpful, dog. You're being fucking just contrarian to be contrarian. Oh, that's a woman. Damn, I'm really have to rename somebody from over here. Vegeta can get mad at me later. But let's continue.
you would be right not to say to your military guys to come back
Yeah.
something, like what you just said, because the reality is, yes, they were used, and yes, they would be considered terrorists by the countries. And technically they would be.
Right.
But you also had to remember, like the rest of us, we were all lied to our whole lives.
So what were we lied to about, Bill? What were we lied to about, Bill? If you say that we were lied to by, maybe a false religion that made us believe in something that was only self-serving to the people who actually were leaders to religion, yeah, dude, I fucking get it. If you want to say that we were led to believe that capitalism is the greatest, bestest thing in the fucking world because reasons, dude, I would actually agree to that. But no, you don't. You think that you were lied to because for some reason you ain't at the top, and damn, they just clobbered that motherfucker. Because you ain't at the top, and it's got to be some nefarious reasons. And motherfuckers like this makes me fucking sick. Because you know what that it is. You know what it is. They think that they deserve to be at the top, and it should just be fucking handed to them. And they be the same motherfuckers that be like, I don't know, them darker skinned people. They just want everything for themselves. Oh no! Of course, those women are just handed shit. Like these are the same motherfuckers that are complaining about other people getting handed shit. When in reality, they just want to be handed shit themselves. They want to be handed relationships. They want to be handed success. Like, for real, fucking for real. Um, yeah. Oh yeah. Let's let's knock these motherfuckers out and get Philip on our side. Yes. But yeah, let's continue. There we go. There we go, Philip. We got Philip right there.
Well, yeah,
They
Bill.
believed they were going to do something good for their country and stand up and defend the country. They believed the lies when they went in.
Mhm.
And so you see, and this is what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. It's that, this whole, yes, these lies, and they deserve to, like, dude, no, like, dude. Oh my god. Like, okay. Let's just continue.
They didn't know they were being used for what they're being used for.
Right.
So you can't really totally come down on them. And once you're in there,
But you know what? Here's the thing, and this is why I try not to be hard on people who have actually served in the military, because a lot of people have served in that, and I've said it before. A lot of people, yes, they do have that need to protect country, and need to show power and all that other good shit, or not show power, show solidarity, and you know almost a jingoistic fucking um jingoistic actually attitude of America. But a lot of people actually go to the military to fucking get out of poverty. Like, it is telling when the United States military knows that one of its biggest recruitment tools is the fact that it pays for college, it pays for room, it pays for board. That is fucking telling that that's one of the things that they see as a benefit, instead of, I don't know, having it where more people can actually be part of a economic sense more secure, where they don't have to actually rely on going to be a fucking killer machine for a fucking country in order to make sure that their family is taken care of, or they have to pick up a ball or carry a ball or do shit like that. Like, yeah, no, fuck. Let's continue.
you go through brainwashing camp, boot camp, and then if they send you into another country, and some of the guys in the military actually recognize the wrong, okay? But if they tried to speak up, they were reprimanded. They could get in trouble
Yeah.
because they were to follow their orders.
Bill, nothing short of a weird spiritual renaissance would change this. I mean, I don't.
No, fuck no. Oh my fucking god, no. No, 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 no. So, like, no, no, no. God, no. Fucking God, no. This whole thing of just like, well, we need to come to Jesus moment. And I get it. Like, when you have some of the worst times in your motherfucking life, or as a nation or society has, they try to become more religious. Fuck it. I get that. But that just breeds fanaticism. It is a reason why some of the poorest countries, or the countries that have some of the worst social economic mobility, are super religious, because, like, religion plays on that fucking fact. And it's never, no. 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 Hold on, guys. Jumping this shit. Fuck your bed. Fuck your bed. I'm sorry. I got Rick James vibes right there. But let's continue.
Know if people like the Renaissance. There was not much war going on in the European Renaissance, not like there is now.
What? Oh, what? Did he just really say that shit? Oh my god. Oh my god. Did he really just say that shit? How? How? How does that come out of your mouth? There wasn't as much war in the European Renaissance as it is now? How? I'm confused. I'm confused about that one. And when I say these motherfuckers make vaguely like racist or like nationalist talking points. This is some of the shit that I'm talking about. Yes, motherfucker, Vegeta, I did put my feet on my crusty ass feet on your bed. Grinded the shit in too. But damn, fuck. How does these oh my god. Whew. Let's hear what they say that it wasn't that much war.
And I think we almost
Fuck. Like, does he not know the 100 Years' War, the 30 Years' War? Like, it was constant war in Europe. Like, stupidity is a thing. Let's continue.
need to have a renaissance.
Yes, it was a
right
war
now,
fest.
all we're drumming for is war, materialism, and all other bullshit that's in it.
Well, impetuous.
Well, you know what? Here's the funny fucking part about it. You'll never hear these motherfuckers who say that they are all about Christian and all this other good shit. You never hear them say that they want, communism. Because that's the thing. Because here's a news flash. You ever notice that, like, heaven is a communist paradise? Like, everybody gets the same and all this other good shit, and like everybody's all happy and work together, but like these motherfuckers in life never want to actually go down that path. But the fuck? Like, for real. Let's continue.
Wars allows them to steal the resources of other nations, change the leaders over to people who are on board with them.
True. Like, I get where Bill is coming from, his whole like let's not talking about the constantly interfering with another countries or like CIA, but it's like, no, like, fuck, like, I don't know. I try to get the good reference. I'm fucking tired. But anyway, yeah, no, yeah, of course we fuck countries over, and that's a bad thing. But it's not some. It's like, seriously, this shit is a step away from the JQ, and it's just like, y'all don't fucking see it. But let's continue.
Yep.
Then what do you think they lost the Iraq? That we lost against Iraq? Well, because it's huge, because the people are fighting back, and because not everybody's on board with them.
Okay, so again, I find myself agreeing that we fucked Iraq over because, well, I'm gonna show my daddy that I'm a better person than him. George Bush in 2001, because he I still contend the reason why we went into Iraq is because, besides the lies, like the lies were mean to end, but it was a power thing. It was a thing of proving that we strong and we should have took Iraq over, and like, no, we fucked that whole part of the world up. We fucked that whole part of the world up because a pissing contest. Okay, yeah, you wanted oil, but it was more of a pissing contest. Let's be honest. It was about the pissing contest. But let's continue.
See, resistance is what needs to happen. But the sad thing is, it shouldn't have to happen with bloodshed. It should happen with people standing down in masses. But good luck on that, huh?
Yep, I totally agree with that, Bill. That's just unfortunate that it has to be that way, but everybody wants.
All right, first of all, so here's the thing. I'm like, pro tip. This microphone stand that I have right now, right here, $15 fucking dollars. Dude, invest into a microphone stand. Like, invest into a microphone stand. Like, don't hold your mic up like this. Like no, like, dude, invest into a microphone stand. That's just my thing. But let's continue.
Wants to listen to the nonsense, and they believe their leaders, like I said, and that is very problematic.
Yes, they believe.
How much you want to bet both of these motherfuckers voted for Trump? I'm just saying, like these motherfuckers talk a big game. I'm a libertarian. I'm this. I'm that. But yeah, Daddy Trump. Oh, you just want to worship this. You want to worship that. Oh yeah, how's that fucking booth leather taste of a fucking the Republican Party? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Believe the lie. And you know, it's sad because you lied to your whole life. And it's like of you when you wake up, you know, some people say it's the wake up and you wake up even more. The awoke, if you want to say what David like talks about. You
Yeah.
don't really never go back to sleep. But
Right.
the one thing that does happen is when you first start awakening, you get this shit scared out of you. You get confused because you start realizing you've been lied to your entire life.
Hey, hey. Um, when I start becoming more politically and philosophically and all this other good shit aware from just being what I was just told, I didn't become confused. That wasn't my thing. Now it's a little bit of angry, yeah, a little bit of angry, but it was more or less along the lines of, oh shit, the glimmer moon. Oh shit, I didn't. Oh shit, I've been looking for this motherfucker. Oh shit. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I just gotta um. Oh. But it wasn't never it wasn't a whole thing of being upset that I I never got that whole confused thing that he said. I got a little bit upset, you know, angry atheist phase and all that other good bullshit, but never upset. But I maybe it's hard for like, oh, and it glows. Oh, it glows. Oh, that's fucking precious. It glows. But yeah, let's continue.
And that can be hard on a lot of people.
Yep, totally. I totally agree.
So, you know, and then you jump from that into the TFL topic, which is all related to the other topic, whether people believe it or not. Okay. Then it becomes even worse because it becomes taboo on top of it.
Yeah.
And then you're
Yep.
talking about that gigantic white elephant in the room.
Wait, what's the gigantic right left foot in the row? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Huh? I have so many questions. What? And I'm sorry, like it may sound like I'm just being like dismissive, but nobody wants to spend their time keeping you alone. That's just not a thing. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody feels that you are important enough to make sure that you can spend your time by yourself. That's crazy talk. That's just no, no. That doesn't work that way. Put this motherfucker in here. Nobody wants to do that to you. But it's the conspiracy.
Right. TFL.
Exactly. And what do? I mean, the only thing we could do is show the truth, expose the truth, tell the truth, be honest, be sincere, be real, and try to get the message across the best you can.
So this is what I don't get about a lot of this problem, and a lot of what these guys actually promote and actually say is they never tell you specifically, other than don't trust people, what actually steps can actually be taken to fix this issue. And this is one of my problems with people that believe in conspiracy theories. How is it that the conspiracy is so fucking massive and strong and so well organized that they're running the world? However, they're so incompetent, grossly incompetent, that they are. Other than don't trust people. Wait, who jumped in the Discord?
I don't know who jumped in the Discord.
Oh God, what do you want, Vegeta?
I want that booty.
Nah, we don't do that. Nah, I hear myself in the stream. That sounds weird. I'm gonna let y'all in a few minutes. Let me finish just a little bit more part of this, and then we can have you come in with the chat. And oh
Alright,
yeah, I gotta tell you one more thing, man. Fuck your bed. Fuck your bed. Fuck your bed. This is gonna grab my feet on your bed.
This is why I'm glad I teabagged you while you were unconscious.
Nah, nah. But anyway, I'm gonna let you in the chat and just give me like 20 more minutes, and then I'm gonna open up the chat for everybody.
Well, then, Bill, you run into the other problems too with TFLers. Like, I'm watching this special on poverty. People in West Virginia have pretty good family values. And yet these people have families and they've got wives and girlfriends. But they may not be living TFL, but they're still driven by the brainwashing. So there's, our TFL.
Wait, you were so fucking close! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh no! You were so fucking close. How did you skip that? That it may be a class issue that it affected a lot of people. You were so fucking close. Wait, what? How? They may not be living in TFL, but they living in bad situations. Almost as if it's a class issue and we need to destroy the patriarchy and destroy capitalism. But like, fuck! You go to this whole thing of conspiracy where it's very easy, very fucking easy to be dismissive, to be apathetic, and to be so self-centered that you don't even recognize other people have problems. You think a lot of these motherfuckers really want to push people down? Yeah, of course. And let's use an example of ACAB. A lot of cops aren't actively bastards, but what they have been trained to believe this whole warrior cop mentality of, well, they're sheepdogs and the rest of the people are the sheep, so it's okay to be dismissive of these people. How? Oh my god, please tell me you salvaged this shit.
TFLers may be less likely. Is there a good side of being TFL as it relates to the New World Order? If you are conscious of it, you're probably less apt to want to fight a stupid war.
I would agree with that. And I think the good side of TFL is when we're in a very toxic society where the division, okay, that's led to the people being at war with themselves. Okay, that's one of the reasons I've always fought against division.
But you are telling, oh god. Okay. And so this is one of the things. Like, and you know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is one of the things that I fucking hate about. Like, I watch Peter Coffin on, Supreme Leftist on, like, but this whole thing of, like, this is the shit that incels use, that TFLers use, that, oh, it's just a class thing, you don't need to pay attention to anything else. Like, for real. Like, this is the reason why just making it about class never fucking works by itself. This is the fucking reason, because a lot of the bullshit is just that they just want to pay attention to, it's like, oh, it's just us versus them. But it is other shit that affects us. And then right-wing motherfuckers use this shit. Motherfuckers like this who think that, oh no, it's just about class and these elites are trying to crush us. God, I'm off on a rant. Let me continue. Let me continue.
Okay, but that division also includes the genders. Okay,
Right.
And
It's huge.
it's huge. And when you get to that,
Do these motherfuckers ever believe? Like, this is the shit that I'm talking about. Not only they think it's supposed to be the poor, the rich are against the poor, and now the men are against the women. So single males have the most worst shit against them. Like, no, motherfucker, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't work that way. I'm also very curious. I'm super curious. Do these motherfuckers think that women aren't lonely? Like, oh shit, I need to go get some oil. Do these motherfuckers really think that women don't get lonely? That there aren't any single women? Like, women that don't have very serious mental issues where or things where they can't get into relationships. They just like, do they think that only men actually face loneliness? I'm sorry, like, is that what they really think? That only men are forced to be true alone? I really doubt that they believe that women can be lonely too. But let's continue.
That part of the division, you
Oh,
have
shit,
people, it's normal. Even Harry said it today. Because of the TFL and because of the behaviors and the toxic behaviors that people have, because they don't know how to treat one another. Their behaviors is off the chart because it goes right with the social engineering. A TFLer at his age goes through stages.
Right.
Okay. And of course,
He keeps mentioning this social engineering, and I'm wondering in my mind, like, what does he mean by this social engineering? Like, I don't get the whole, well, you're socially engineered to do this or believe this. I don't get that part because, for real, like, fuck, fuck. What is this social engineering that he's talking about that is, I don't know, leaving people to want to be alone or some shit? Like, I don't know. But he never explains it. If you really ask these motherfuckers to explain what's this social engineer that they talking about, they won't. Well, the fact that, like, you never hear this whole thing about, and I've listened to Bill Greathouse videos, and you never hear the explanation of what's the social engineering. But let's continue. Yeah, I got about another 5 minutes of this shit. Then I'm gonna open it up to the chat.
one of the stages is you start becoming angry and bitter at your opposite gender.
Bill, I can't remember TFL being as bad when I was 21, and I went through a stage. I didn't have a girlfriend, but I mean, I never realized how bad it was. I mean, now what's weird about TFL now, you can say, well, you're getting older and you don't have as many, you're not as attractive, but I would lay claim to the fact that fewer guys nowadays. This all relates to the New World Order. Fewer guys are even at an early age accessing romance and sex, obviously, and anything. I mean, Bill, let's face it, if you can't get laid, you probably aren't going to be able to get in a relationship either.
No! Fuck no! Wait, what? How? Fucking how? How? Like, and this is what I'm saying. These motherfuckers don't really care about relationship. They care about getting their penis wet. That's all this shit is about. That's all they're mad about. It's the fact that they need their penis wet. And if it wasn't for their fucking penis getting wet, if it's not worth them getting their penis wet, then they don't fucking want it. That's all this is about. There are times where you can get a relationship that you don't have sex. I know it's a deal breaker for a lot of people. Should it be a deal breaker for me? But it's not a requirement to have fucking sex, especially when it's not a requirement to have sex. If it is just that you want to fucking have sex with somebody, go find a fucking prostitute. If it's a true relationship that you're actually looking for. But these motherfuckers aren't looking for that. They're looking to get their dicks wet. But let's continue. We're almost finished.
no, your chances ain't good, on the prime.
Yeah, if you're
And pri-
physically not seen as attractive or your women just ain't interested in you, you're not going to have a relationship.
Primotically saying the social engineering machine to divide the genders has done a wonderful job. Okay, and it'd go back to something you did years ago when you did your video called "Picky, Picky, Picky, Picky."
I need to post that up, but people mocked it. But like you don't give
Well,
a
I
shit.
don't care what they fucking mock.
Angry old man alert. Angry old man alert. Oh shit. Oh shit. That was worth hearing it. But yeah, no, that shit like yeah, I'm tend to believe with you, Bill, that SteveHoca is just concerned with sex because that's some just concerned with sex shit right there. That is some just concerned with sex shit right there because it like he has that whole mentality of it's about sex and I'm sorry, like dude, like, come on now. Uh, wow, like if you made a video about picky, 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 unless you're talking about personality traits, if you're talking about physical characteristics, then dude, you ain't about that life. You just about getting your penis wet. And that's what it actually seems these motherfuckers about just getting their dicks wet. And I've tried to make to seem like it's not some ideological bent to it, but no, it's about getting their penis wet. But let's continue.
They made fun of that one. I think I still have that one, but people really ripped that one apart.
Yeah,
Because it most likely was trash. But let's continue.
but the problem with that is it does go back to that
Right.
because what you got thanks to social engineering, you have a lot of women who run around don't even know they're doing it because subconsciously they're not intending to hurt anybody, but in the back of their mind, their subconscious, they have this image of that perfect guy that they got off their movie or a television set somewhere in their television set world.
Funny. Hello, Mr. Pot. It's the kettle calling saying that you're being a fucking hypocrite because motherfucker, you're doing this shit too. You're expecting some kind of oh my god, like do they get the fucking irony of the fact that they're expecting that a woman is supposed to be a certain way and not think like the rest of society? Like, and I'm pretty sure these motherfuckers have a set, we gonna call it taste in what they want out of a woman. I'm pretty sure they do. And correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. They don't seem like they're just, how a woman looks is just okay. I don't care about that shit. I don't know. That doesn't get that. That's not what I get from the implied thing that they're talking about. But let's hear some more.
And they go out in life and subconsciously look for that and reject anybody that don't fit that image.
Yep.
Okay. And when they're doing that, of course, they have no inklings to what they're actually doing. Okay. And we sit here as the men and we have to deal with this. And then we have to deal with other men because we've made everything competitive and everything a game. And we put sex where it should never be. Okay.
Where?
I understand people have the urge and want sex. I respect them for that. And it's not about people not liking sex or wanting
Bill,
sex.
I don't think you're going to get a woman that, let's put it this way, if a woman does want to be with you, she's probably going to want to have sex immediately. You're not going to.
Steve, you're
Bill,
right, because it goes.
Okay, done. Hey, everybody. These motherfuckers sound like they haven't been in a relationship since motherfucking 1930. I don't know what else to say. I know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say this. Let's bring others in here. I'm opening up the room for everybody to come in and just have a conversation about anything and everything related to these two crazy motherfuckers. So I know Wajita was in the chat. Wajita, go ahead and unmute, man. These motherfuckers are crazy. Whenever you come back, there you go. But yeah, like wow, wow, oh wow.
Here, pick this up.
Where you at?
Right here.
All right. Oh god. Um, you and your animal. Hey, I have a thrall like one of my Patreons. I'm gonna actually name I'm gonna name a thrall after him, a relic hunter that you got or that I got. Where should we put him?
Uh, I don't know. Put him between the dancing females. That sounds like a good place. Yeah. Do you? Yeah. I added more. Obviously, I added more thralls to the to guard outside, and I gave them wonderful names.
I see that, and that's why they want to really change the name from what you had because it looked like you took a lot of time and imagination. Unlike these
Oh yeah.
motherfuckers we did the video that I just did this video about because yeah, these motherfuckers are fucking insane.
You know what my favorite part is about all these thralls in the back is that you just got them standing around wearing cloths, and then there's just Macron just staring off into the distance with actual armor on.
Oh, because he's a leader out there.
I just find it funny
I'm
that
gonna
they just
eventually
they.
put clothes on them.
I need more. I need to get more feet so that I can actually do shit.
Oh, I got one for you. Come over here, to the beginning and open the door. And I'm at level 62, so I was gonna go and farm the unnamed city. But yeah,
And I know I saw during the stream you were using your skinny privilege and and going between those columns where my fat ass can't because I'm too big.
in here, get the star metal orb. That should get your feet. But
Use it.
yeah, and we're still
Oh,
streaming.
all right, cool. All right, all I had to do was grab it. That's
Yeah.
all right. That's a feat. Cool.
Um, but yeah, no, these motherfuckers are like, I. This is the reason why our country is so fucked up right about now. The reason why we're fucking
I feel like the reason our country is fucked up is a bit more fundamental than that. I feel like though people like that are they're just a symptom.
yeah, they are a symptom, but it's a fucking feedback loop at this point. It is literally a feedback loop because what's
Philip the
happening?
Rotund.
Yeah.
He doesn't look very rotund to me. He looks pretty cut.
Well, I also named the statue outside.
Oh, you can name the statue?
Well, I went and put a fucking wall plaque by it.
Oh, look at that. Oh, it didn't. Wall sign. There's nothing on the sign.
It should be something on the sign because I fucking edited it.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
I'll go back and
It
fix it.
didn't let you put the sign on the statue?
No.
That's lame.
So yeah. How do you like your boy from your state currently throwing a hissy fit about maybe possibly losing the election?
From my state. I thought he was from New York.
No, born
Oh,
and raised in New Jersey.
oh, great.
You get another idiot.
Look, we're gonna have legal weed in January. I don't need you spoiling my fun. All right, I'm gonna need you to just keep that to yourself. Let me enjoy what little I have.
Hey, 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 hey. You got a couple of famous people from New Jersey. Chris
Danny.
Christie, G Man.
No, no, we got Danny DeVito. We got the best and the worst. All right. What would this world be without Danny DeVito?
You know what?
Exactly.
You know what? This is what I don't get about incels. Why are they so fucking caught up on looks, right? But that motherfucking Danny DeVito, had not only did he have like a wife before he was broke. I mean, while he was broke, the motherfucker literally like he's
He
Danny
was
fucking
clapping
DeVito.
cheeks. He was clapping cheeks before he had money, and then he got
Exactly.
married. Then he got married, and then he became famous. So, and I mean, I guess, he's not exactly, he was never ugly, but I know that's a common thing with incels, like, oh, I'm short, girls don't fuck with short dudes, it's cause I'm short, and I'm just like, you know how many short dudes are out here just getting women, or like either getting laid or getting in relationships without a problem? You know why? Because they spend their time not giving a fuck instead of being upset because they don't have bitches on their dick at their fucking beckoning call.
And it's not even, dude. Like, I really don't think these guys really like women. They just like the whole idea of I can be over somebody.
I don't know, man. I don't get it. I really don't. I mean, maybe it's just me as a human being who respects other human beings and doesn't see them as floating genitals. I just like they're just people.
You know,
People that in most cases I find sexually attractive.
I used to think that way about people when I was like women about when I was 14 and I didn't know any better. But it's just like to me, it seems like a lot of these guys, and like not to throw shade at anybody, but it seems like they felt like you ever see Fight Club.
No.
So it was a speech that Brad Pitt actually talks about where he talks about we were told we can be rock stars and we could so I'm like dude like no like dude like I I would love for the world where I can actually be in where I was told that I can be any fucking thing when I was younger and I can be like the world is just supposed to bow to my fucking whims. You know what I was told when I was younger? Life is gonna be fucking hard and you have to motherfucking make do with the shit and you have to like struggle and fight. You have to work twice as hard as anybody else. That's the shit I was told when I was younger. And I don't know what reason I would have been told that shit. I don't know.
I
Have
was
you been
told
told
similar
that you
things.
wow. Why would you told that versus oh you can be anything. Oh
Uh, it could perhaps be because of my minority parents, and I was raised as a half black Latino child.
what?
And
No. There's no racism in America.
yep, that's why the year I was that yeah, that's exactly why the last state didn't legalize interracial marriage until the year I was born.
God damn.
That's something I always find funny though. It's like when people are like there's no racism doesn't have any power here at all, bro. We only finally settled the issue on interracial marriage 20 fucking years ago, and plenty of those politicians that were around at that time are still fucking kicking.
Oh no, I got one better for you.
And there's plenty of statistics that show us that there's all kinds of racial bias going on in our fucking court system.
Did you know the 13th Amendment that people were born in the country are considered citizens of the country?
Yep.
When did Mississippi ratify that amendment? Was it in like in
I don't.
1992 or something of that nature?
Ow. Sorry. Suddenly my headphones just smacked me with a high pitched sound that hurt me. So I'm gonna need you to repeat yourself.
So Mississippi, they didn't ratify the 13th Amendment until what? It was like 1992 or 1996. You know, the one that like guaranteed people born in the United States were actually full citizens.
I don't know what you're talking about. Didn't we just establish there's no racism here? Not at all. Not even a little bit.
Oh, speaking of
Everybody knows.
states,
Everybody knows. Once the 13th Amendment was ratified, that was it. Racism was over. Oh well, except for the Civil Rights Movement. But after that, it was over. Racism was canceled.
speaking of states of Mississippi, did you see they legalized recreational weed?
Yeah, yeah. A lot of states are actually doing some very interesting things when it comes to drugs. I forget what state it was, but one of them just realized, oh wait, punishing people for drug addiction is bad. Let's
Oregon.
decriminalize. Yeah, it was Oregon. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's decriminalize fucking drugs and get people help when they're addicted. And I'm just like, holy shit.
You know, we just have so many examples of it working that way.
And then that's another thing. I'm like, oh my fucking god, the United States is taking a hint from other countries. But I thought that things that work in other countries don't work here because her der durka durka der.
No, we don't have the homogeneity that we have that they have in other countries. What homogenous? We aren't homogenous from one city to the next.
Exactly. It's like, and you know the funny part is with that bullshit. What about places like the UK where they're pretty mixed over there as far as I know, and they seem to be doing a fuck of a lot better and have no problem having shit that's socialized that we don't have over here. So
It's
what's our excuse exactly?
it's worse than that. Where Boris Johnson seems more of a progressive about because they're closing back down again, and Boris Johnson was like, "Yo, we got to listen to the scientists." The fucking idiot Boris Johnson is like, "Yo, we you like Christmas is gonna be different, so we got to prepare for it." Versus, you know, hopefully, the lame duck session of, Orange Man bad. So yeah, yeah. I'm putting this animal pen down
Where are you putting it?
outside of the house,
Obviously, but where? In the back, in the front, on the
front
side? All right.
to side, side to side, side to side. I'm sorry, I'm tripping. That was
Back,
fucking awesome.
back and forth. back, back, back and forth. Oh, look at that. DC Universe just updated. I'm glad.
I want to get back into that
Uh,
game.
I'll hop on with you. Shit, I got some friends who I got into that game too. Let's see, 25, 25, 24.
I still need to build a bigger platform. What kills me is this with this whole election, right? The fact that it was so close. Is it new racism that's happening, or shit that just coming back to the fucking forefront?
What are you, Crimson? We just went over this. Racism is over. It was canceled a long time ago. Why
Like,
do you keep saying it? Why do you keep bringing these liberal lies? Come on.
like we have concentration camps in the fucking. We have concentration camps. Like at
Crimson, it's not concentration camps when we do it. They're happy camps.
we have at least 400. I mean 545 kids that don't know where their parents are because they got separated. And I can guarantee you, some of those parents, their residence, their forwarding address is in a ditch somewhere because they've been killed because they were sent back because they was running away from the shit that we fucking caused in their fucking countries.
Good old America.
America.
Home of the free. If you're rich. And if you're anyone else, you can get fucked. Goodbye.
And you know what? I'm gonna be very very careful how I'm gonna say this, but I requested an audience with HR in my job, and specifically, it was about the whole it was about the whole working so much, working 50 hours a week. And one of the key points of it, and this is one of the things that I doubt few people actually really understand. Corporates, like, at some point when you've been in corporations so long, you know what corporate speak is.
Yep.
And it's just like, you know, I I'm not fucking stupid. I know that that's corporate speak of, well, just deal with it. Now, this isn't a only time thing that I've actually talked about this. And yeah, you know, you'll get those people's like, well, why don't you just find a new job? And it's just like, first of all, you should treat your employees with fucking respect enough for you to actually respect their time and their fucking work ethic. But it's just like you hear so much of this shit, bullshit ass corporate speak too. Like, and I had to make a point. Like, you know, we go through these, we go through these. They've known about this problem since January of last year, December of last year, February of this year. Well, it's because of the pandemic and people are staying home because they're getting an extra $600 a week. And I'm like, you know that's not a bad thing. Well, no, we know that's not a bad thing, but people don't want to work when they're getting paid so much in unemployment. That's not an indictment on unemployment. I don't think corporations really understand. That's more of an indictment of if people are making it with an extra fucking $600 a week that they don't want to fucking work. That's an indictment on the fact that you pay your workers so little that they'd rather take the shame of not working and surviving more than fucking actually earning a hard day's work of motherfucking pay.
Are you insinuating that the corporate world exploits its workers and doesn't give them a fair wage in order to make a higher profit?
What? No. What?
That is absurd.
It's just fucking demoralizing because, and I'm not even gonna say that it is actively that a lot of people are being dishonest. It's more insidious than that because they can't escape the mindset of, well, that's just the way things are. It's like a lack of fucking imagination of imagining shit to be better. And it's just like, how can you not want shit to be better? Well, that's just the way things are.
Because for whatever reason, too many humans like complacency, even if it sucks for them. New things are scary because they're bitches.
I'm sorry, I just can't do it. I just can't do it because in the end, what ends up happening is, fuck, we're only hurting ourselves.
Yep. Also making a beehive,
I've actually encouraged your growth in this game too much.
but beehive. Now we can have bees for bee purposes.
You know you can make honey wine, right?
and I'm assuming the beehive will help with this.
Yes, yes, it will.
So can I take? So are bees going to just kind of hop in there? Or should I take some out of the compost pile and put them in there?
Yeah, take them out the compost pile. When they do the
I'm
update,
ass-
we can also use the bees for fucking fishing bait. Um, God, when I think about it, like, how many motherfucking conservatives will actually see this game as the shit that they feel like the world should actually be?
Holy shit!
What?
I just put like 50 bees and a queen in there. They're about to make a shit ton of honey.
Yeah, of course.
I wonder. I hope that doesn't use the bees like they're
Yeah, it
an
does.
item.
It does.
That's dumb. That's not how bees work.
The hive randomly spam spawns honey too. So
It's still dumb.
yeah, no,
Should breed bees to make honey. That's how hives work.
yeah. Wait, you're complaining that mechanics in a video game?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's
no,
dumb.
no. Anyway, shit, man, you get the notification of the Discord server, right? We're gonna hop on and just have a fucking chat about the end of the week. Hopefully, we've had a decision by Saturday.
A chat about the end of the week. Hold on. What?
Saturday in the Discord server, and everybody who's watching, you can actually jump on the Discord server. I'm gonna actually have a open chat on Discord on Saturday. No, it's gonna be just a straight conversation about anything. No
Cool.
video reviews or anything like that. And let me actually end the stream. First, I want to say thank everybody who's watched. Please like, subscribe, share, follow, and hopefully, God, this shit'll be over. Fucking pretty soon with this whole election, and we can get to like bullying Biden to the left. But anyway, guys,
Yeah.
um,
Good luck with that.
yeah, especially with the bullshit that's been done now. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And let me actually just put this shit back. Um,
Yeah. And you apply.